Welcome to the channel everyone. On 8th of October 2016 it's Zarovich Day at Newmarket, but we're first going to have a look at the 220 at Newmarket, the 7 furlongs nursery, and we're going to look in particular at a horse called High on Love, which is the third top weight in the race, and its penultimate start was quite a reasonable effort. It finished second of 8 over this course and distance in this class. Now this is a very competitive race and there's a lot of horses in with a reasonable shout, but I think High on Love is getting to the position where we can trade it, and I think the price may well go out to 60 from its position of 40. It's trading at a best price of 33 to 1 with the bookmakers, so we're pretty confident that we can expect the price to rise up to 60, 65, 70, and I've put in 3 initial stakes at those prices. Now don't forget, we're still playing for relatively small stakes because this is a beginner's tutorial, but we are hoping that we can trade quite a few of these at 60 and above, so we can build up quite a decent potential profit, and maybe, as is the norm in episode 3 and 4, we can maybe either hedge the bets before the race to win a small profit, or we can try and lay the horse in running. So we're about 25 minutes off race time now, and you can see the price is still hovering around the 38.40 mark. Now whatever you do, don't change your plan of action. My plan of action for this race is to get traded at 60, and I'm not going to start trading at these lower marks just because the market is not going to what I want it to do. I am going to be patient and I'm going to wait. Now if you start breaking your own rules, then I'm afraid you're going to start losing. So it's important that whatever you decide is the right thing to do, then that is what you need to carry out. We're about 7 minutes off post time now, and you can see the market's beginning to push up. It might be a little bit too late to play with our maximum liability of 40, so I'm going to just decrease those stakes as we get very close to the 5-minute period, and I'm going to put the £2.50 bets in. I don't like playing late on races because, as I've said in earlier tutorials, sometimes it's very difficult to get out of a market, and inside the last 5 minutes I'm not very keen to play to maximum liability. So we'll just put these in, see if it reaches that, and we can play more or less right up to the last minute if we've got reduced stakes, as we have at the moment. You'll notice I'm still not tempted to take these prices that are just below what I require. I will wait for the 60, 65, 70 and
I'm out of here, man.
And there's the 5-minute marker, so we are playing a little bit late in this race, and the market may well not reach the price that we've put in. So it's looking a little bit more reasonable now. We've got big prices on either side. The price could go markedly up, or we could see a downward spiral again. So we're still hanging on, waiting for this bet to be taken, and we are going to do scalping within this last few minutes, and you see a big chunk of money then came in on the bet side, but the market still wants to push up towards the 60. So we've had the first one taken at the price that we decided on. Now if we had traded earlier at 38.40, it would now be very difficult to start laying these bets off, and we could well lose on the market, but because we've got the price that we wanted, we have a chance now to lay off in the market and get a small potential profit with a view to laying and running. So I'm going to put that lay bet in there, at 50. One of these two will get taken. So don't forget, we're going in scalping mode. We're just laying very close to the price that we took earlier on. So we're still waiting for the bet to be taken. It's right at the front of the queue now. Shouldn't be too long before the whole bet is matched.
Fully matched.
And that's taken at 65. So we were right to wait for the price to go up in this region. And now we're looking to lay off at 55 and 50 with a view to also putting another bet in at 70. So the big money's starting to filter through now, and we should see some very quick fluctuations. Still unsure which way the market is going to go at this stage.
Fully matched.
2 minutes off pause time. We're still relatively confident that the stakes will be taken.
Fully matched.
That one's taken, and we can put that back up. And I'm going to just put one in the market because we are getting very close to pause time now. So don't forget, we still playing for fairly small stakes. Might get another one or possibly two trades in. So we've got a bit of money coming in at 55, but that could soon get taken because we're playing so late in the day. And we've got a big bunch of money now coming in at 50. So we're on pause time. I'm going to cash out with that and going to put an in-running bet in at 10. So we'll just put that in just to win a small amount if it gets anywhere near the front. It is a front runner, so it should be bang there as we watch the race unfold. Now I'm completely out of the market now. A couple of things to note about the trading today. We put in a price at 60, which we believed was a reasonable price. We didn't take the 40, which I thought was too low. We waited and we stuck to the rules, and eventually we got to the price we wanted. And then we made a few quick trades, built up a little bit of profit, potential profit, and now we're laying and running. So this episode, if anything, shows you the benefit of sticking to the price that you believe is value, and don't put in too low, because if you do that, you're almost certainly going to lose on the race. So if nothing comes of this race, we have learnt that the price needs to be right. We have a chance of winning when we're playing and running. If we don't win on the race, then we live to fight another day. We haven't reduced the
sucker.
So we're in running at 10, and we'll watch the price, see if we can get down that low. So it is coming down slightly, and I think that's because it's a front runner and it's trying to run towards the front. Getting down to 15. and I'm going to cash out
Fully matched.
at that price. So we've cashed out in running. Let's see if it does get below 10. Very close to 10, and it did actually go below 10. But we cashed out at a reasonable time. We've taken the money. We've made a small profit on the race again. And the price is now going back out. So it only just reached the price, and I think we were right to cash out when we did, to make the small profit on the race. So that's just one race today. There probably will be, or maybe another couple of races. I might not video them, but that's a reasonable return on one race when you're just playing for small stakes. So if you've enjoyed the video, obviously tune in for the next one. Subscribe if you like, it does help the channel grow, and hopefully I'll see you shortly.